Good morning, everyone. I hope everyone is doing well this morning. I hope everyone had a great break, nice relaxing four-day weekend. I'll be honest, I turned off notifications on my email. I didn't check Canvas. I literally took 4 days of not doing anything school related. So it was kind of nice. But I did do some other things. Those of you that don't know me, I don't have cable. I don't have internet. Yes, I have hotspot, so I use my hotspot. And I do have like Netflix and Amazon Prime, so it's not like I'm not watching TV. Just I don't watch network TV. But anyways, did a few things. I made some jam. Quite easy, I thought. Quite easy. I thought this would be an all-day project. Granted, I made more than one jar. But it only took 40 minutes. But anyways, those of you that know me that I love to read. So during this time, I've been doing some reading. Currently, I think this might bump up to my favorite book right here, Run the Mile You're In. It's Ryan Hall is the author. If you're a runner, check this book out. I like in this book, like he doesn't have chapters, he has miles. It's kind of cool. So he labels the chapters as miles, but it does have a lot of religious references in it, so if that's something you're not into. But otherwise, very good. It might bump to my favorite book. It was really good. Another one, it's called The Invisible Thread. This is a very good, honestly, a good book to read if you had to do for a book report. Two people living in New York City. One's a successful advertising person. Other one's just a homeless young 6-year-old living in the streets, and how they made a connection is a true story. So it's kind of neat about that one. Very, very good. Touches the heart very well. So another one, if you need a good read, this is another one. This is another book I've read, The Forgotten Road. It's actually the second book in the series, but I did not know that when I started reading it. But you don't have to read them in order. I wouldn't read the third book first, though, because the third book is a continuation of this book. So what this guy does is his death is faked. So he, millionaire, finds out that like no one cared about him. So he decides to walk the Route 66. If you don't know what Route 66, it's an old highway. More down through the southern parts of the country. Talks about it. So this book is about the first few hundred miles. The third book will end it. So another good one. Richard Paul Evans, he kind of writes, if you ever watch Hallmark movies, he kind of writes Hallmark books. So another good one. Then I thought it would be fun to read a biography. So I picked up this one. It's called Janis. You might have to ask your parents or probably even your grandparents who Janis is, Janis Joplin. I thought it'd be fun to read someone who's probably my exact opposite in the sense of a celebrity or a famous person. If you are younger, I would get your parents' permission to read this one because it talks about if they know who Janis Joplin is, they'll probably say, ooh, question that book. But very good book about her life. And I learned a lot because what I thought of Janis isn't quite true. So kind of learned someone new. And then there was another one. That was more of an e-book, so I don't really have a copy of it. It's called Dark Vanessa. Again, if you read that book, make sure you get your parents' permission. It's about a student and a teacher and what happens in a relationship. It's a fiction. They say it's a fiction book, but it's based off different events that happened in real life. The author put it together to create one book. So those are some of the things I've been doing during. So if you wanted to share today some of the stuff that you've been doing since you've been home, I think we're starting our 4th week, 5th week. I've lost track of weeks. Also, older kids and some 8th graders. I'm going to be mailing out some different, I have some other ones. They're not all Dairy Queen. Gift cards for, some of them are for playing the game, the drone game that you're supposed to play. And some of them are just mailing out because, you know what, you're being fantastic at this. So if you get a gift card in the mail, I'll write why you're getting it so that you get that. All right, so this week, 4 days this week, literally 3, because, you know, Friday I always just give out a challenge for the weekend. 8th graders, we're going to do something along the lines of farmers markets. So there's a little bit of an article in the magazine, and we're going to do an activity with that. Older kids, we are going to start focusing on, you know, we need to start prepping for planting. So no matter if it's a garden in horticulture or your fields in agronomy, we're going to start learning about how farmers and gardeners prep for those seasons, especially planting seasons. If the snow ever stops snowing, wasn't that a disappointment waking up this morning to a whole bunch of snow? So other than that, just those 2 things. For 8th graders, I haven't, your experiment that you have been doing, it still hasn't molded, but I did come up every day. I've been keeping track. It hasn't molded yet, so I'm probably not going to do a video until maybe I'll do another video tomorrow with it. Maybe when I do tomorrow's video with you guys, I'll include it with that. Other than that, I know a lot of you have emailed me to see if you're caught up with work. I'm going to spend the rest of the morning. As you can see, it's 10:16. I'm going to spend the rest of the morning going through my emails and Canvas to see what needs to be caught up and what you need to do. So somehow, those of you that have emailed me to see if you're caught up, I will email you back sometime today if you have caught up with all of your work. I will start putting in the missing mark in Gradebook so that you know that some of you will. So again, don't panic. I think the missing mark will help remind you that, oh, you have to do this yet. But remember, you have to the end of the school year to get anything missing done. Older kids, really appreciate. A lot of you are starting to switch to that alternative assignment, and I like seeing what you're doing. Again, older kids, if you are doing the alternative assignment, you need to tell me what assignment you are replacing so I know in the grade book. So other than that, I hope everyone has a fantastic Tuesday, and we will see you on Wednesday.